big old things.
Yeah, this thing's nice. It's like pretty easy to carry around.
Happy
Hey, how you doing?
anniversary.
Congratulations. Oh, that's so nice. Hey, wow.
Look at you. That's so nice.
All right, cool.
Yes.
Congratulations. Second year anniversary, right? Yeah, there we go. It's 2 years at the Coffee Vineyard. We're jamming here at the Coffee Vineyard tonight.
You said 6 o'clock. I met you before.
I did meet you before. Hello,
Yes.
I'm Jason.
How you
Pleasure to
doing,
meet you
Jason?
again. How you doing?
You said you didn't get off till 6.
Thank you for starting your weekend at Coffee Vineyard.
Look at you. You look
Yeah, so my name's Jason Von Stein, and my father's name is Jim Von Stein.
You look
I could
just
move
like
this.
him.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is him right here, actually. I got a picture. That was when I was first born. There's a picture of me and my dad. And that's there because I play his songs. He's a songwriter. And he's been writing music all his life, and now I play his music out. So I'm going to play some songs. Feel free to talk, just enjoy yourselves. If this is in the way, kick it out of the way. I can move it as well. This is a new speaker, so let me know if things are too loud. If you're going to throw tomatoes, just throw them hard. So that's all I ask. So it's the first song I'll play for you. It's called Like It Like It. My dad wrote this because you can't hate a song called Like It Like It. So hopefully that'll remain the case. Some women got a wicked talk. You got a little of both and I like it. I fell in love on the day we met, and the more I think about it, the worse I get. You get me so upset, but I like it. Like it, don't feel so right. Like it, gonna stay all night. Like it tonight, I like it. I like the way that you hold me tight. Like the way that we kiss goodnight. Like the magic of the morning light that you brighten. Did these things to me, no one couldn't say let's me. You did set me free and I like it. I was looking for a better time, I got a better place on my mind. With you we got it all in line and I like it. Like it, don't feel so right. Like it, gonna stay all night. Like it tonight, I like it. I like the way that you hold me tight. Like the way that it is tonight. Like the magic of the morning light that you brighten. Like it feels so right. Like it, gonna stay all night. Like it tonight, I like it. I like the way that you hold me tight. Like the way that we kiss goodnight. Like the magic of the morning light that you brighten. Some men got a wicked walk. Some women got a wicked talk. Got a little of both and I like it. Let's go. Like it. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Should I adjust this at all? Sounds like my vocal needs. Give that a shot. Yeah. Learning things for me. Hey, what's up, James? How you doing? James and James. Yeah, the best of James is listening. Cool. Very cool. This next one I'll play for you is called Hard Luck People. After I get the cup of coffee.
I'm assuming.
Got tired of your pickup life and the way we're spinning around. All traded all in for the big city lights of town. Better guard your different roads, but you're blooming far too soon. Wanna taste of better things, but you're reaching for the moon. Sometimes reaching only burns the hand that's left, but you don't know what's going on out there. Let me tell you about hard luck people, hard luck times. Cold gray stairs across the corners of this town. Let me tell you about no kid coming, you're easy break. You traded simple life for hard times every day. Making ends holding down 2 jobs and it's driving you insane. Got a few things you never had, but nothing's worth the pain. Late at night there's never time for you to find yourself. Seems every dream you had's been placed on some shelf. Sometimes reaching only burns the hand that's left, but you don't know what's going on out there. Let me tell you about hard luck people, hard luck times. Cold gray stairs across the corners of this town. Let me tell you about no kid coming, you're easy break. You traded simple life for hard times every day. Hard luck people, hard luck times. Cold gray stairs across the corners of this town. Let me tell you about no kid coming, you're easy break. You traded simple life for hard times every day. Hard luck people. Thank you very much. So yeah, my father wrote all of these songs that I'll be playing. It's a fun ringtone. Kind of reminds me of Mario Brothers. So this next song I'll play for you, my dad, he's written over 5,000 songs in his life. He was inspired by a song called Old Shep by a guy named Red Foley, if you remember that, when he was a kid. And it really influenced him heavily. And, you know, he was born in 1953, so he grew up with the Beatles being a major influence too. And to him, the Beatles are the quintessential songwriters, you know, as they are to many people. They always dreamed it'd be cool if you could be like one person to write all that beautiful music. So that's why he always continued to keep writing. And this song, he wanted to challenge himself, so we had a globe in the house. We still got it. And he decided that he was going to spin the globe, and wherever he stopped it with his finger, that's what he was going to write a song about. And it landed on Mississippi, of all places. So he wrote a song about a shrimp boat. So this is called Woman Queen Run. Mississippi. Run that shrimp boat south to the mouth of the Mississippi. We were making good time till we stopped outside of Jeffries. It's a woman each time that sinks a floating vessel. Ride that woman, Queen, run, and I'll always think about you. Stars shining above, but they'll never shine like you do. Once tasted your love, not only think about it. A port for your love, and a harbor light to guide you. Battle the seas, but the damage can be ordered. Brought to my knees by a woman who was colder. She walked a vision, a lady, yes indeed. She stole my boy and left me here to bleed. Ride that woman, Queen, run, and I'll always think about you. Stars shining above, but they'll never shine like you do. Once tasted your love, not only think about it. A port for your love, and a harbor light to guide you. What's going on? You jamming? You jamming? Come on up. Oh yeah, I started early, so I'm an early bird. You need help carrying stuff in?
Maybe.
All right, let's get you going. This is my friend Andrew. He's a drummer and an awesome person, and he's going to be jamming with me. So let me go grab some stuff.
Isn't that pretty?
Oh, you guys get a special treat.
Really?
Here, I'll let
There's a lot of special treats. So, all right, let me make some adjustments here.
Oh, we're going to sit here, Cheryl.
Okay. Oh, she's out there now looking at houses.
Really appreciate you guys coming out and jamming with us. So,
We heard you were playing tonight.
oh, wow. Well, that's the first time I've ever heard anybody say that, so that means a lot.
Aww. I thought you were good last time.
I had my most success in life as a wrestling manager, I guess.
Oh, yeah?
As a pretend persona. Yeah, I used to be a wrestling manager
Oh.
back in the day.
Huh.
The yelling on Sundays kind.
For male, female?
For just, like professional wrestling, I was managing people, like with the chairs and stuff.
Yeah.
Professional kind
Yeah.
of wrestling.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was cool.
I like cage fighting.
That stuff's pretty crazy. I saw
Oh,
that
I
one
know,
fight where that
I
guy
love
got
it,
kicked.
though.
John,
Mind
whatever, I don't remember. All right,
Yeah,
let's get
real
you going.
fighting.
Yeah, these guys are pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
The inside of it
Like that.
Who's
Cage
room?
fighting.
I've never seen it.
Oh, that's real fun. There's
11
no
yesterday, 17.
Who's your
boxes,
favorite?
gloves, no shoes, nothing.
Who's
your
Oh,
favorite
okay.
prize
You're
fighter?
using all your body.
Okay. I know in Milwaukee, I used to love to go to roller derby
Yeah,
or ice hockey.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, yes.
You know,
Your ring keeps on going.
Stream going. What's up, everybody? It's about to get a little cooler.
Nice. Yeah, it is.
I'm not helping you
Yeah,
at all
it
right
is.
now. There's room.
You
So
want to see the
there's
latest
room.
versions of cuteness?
Yes, we do. Of course we do.
Then look to the back of the room, ladies. Back of the room.
Yeah, okay. You owe me a bottle. I held the door open for you.
Oh, where are you from? New York or New Jersey?
Alabama.
No, you're not. I'm guessing New Jersey.
No, I'm not a Jersey girl.
Are you sure?
Yes.
From Jersey?
Give me a break.
Oh my God, that's too sweet.
Aren't they cute?
Queens.
Wait.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I'm digging
Good
how
old
she's
college
holding that
boy.
water
You
bottle
ever
like
seen
she's
the,
an
That's why I
adult.
like cage fighting.
Yeah. You ever see that movie Coming to America?
Oh yeah, they're cute.
Yes.
She's got my
There.
Got a
forehead.
place in front of
She
Queens.
definitely has my forehead.
A place called Queens.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Why
They're
were
my
you
little
guys
babies.
Originally from Boston,
from? Oh.
and he's from Lyndhurst, New Jersey.
Oh, okay. Oh, no. I'm sorry.
Haven't been there in a long time.
I was just in Jersey
Yeah.
a month ago. My ex-husband has relatives there.
Where in
I went
Jersey?
to see them. Lindy Lake, near Warwick. You
Oh.
go up through Warwick, New York, and then go over, I don't know. I'm always just a co-pilot.
Out in the woods.
Yeah, more or less, yes. I don't even
When
know
were you there?
Hmm?
What?
Cheryl,
Last
is that his
month.
dad?
No.
August?
His dad
Yep.
is dying.
So
So that's
you
why
see two
he
guys in a
quit his
U-Haul
job and
blocking all the
started
traffic.
singing.
That was
at
you?
Lincoln Tunnel? That was us.
Oh, for crying out loud. I knew that your faces looked familiar.
That was us. We did. We shut it down.
You didn't see me giving you those nice fingers?
We got our
A typical Jersey day, right?
Yeah.
I got bad news today.
So like no tractor, no trucks. They show like a tractor trailer thing.
All right, so let's get
My
us
niece is in Mars.
anyhow.
You know, the guy said you can't do any of that.
Yeah.
She hasn't lost her accent like you haven't lost yours.
No, I just picked his up with that car. The car.
We always invite.
But you have an accent.
I don't hear it.
I hear it.
I don't
One of
hear
their
it.
From the moment I met you,
Nice.
I know you weren't born and raised Southern.
And, on holidays.
And see now, Amanda wants to be. She was like, she
They're
loves
fun.
all the
Not
southern
gonna
things
let
down there. I'm like,
me
Amanda's
do
dad,
that.
you are, girl.
You're not gonna let me do that.
My
You're
dad
not gonna let
born and raised
me
in
do
New York.
that. Because
Never lost her
you're
accent. And that,
Little attitude.
yeah,
Little chick.
he was the one who taught me that one thing.
Alright, that's gonna
And aren't you glad? Because look where it's gotten you. I know it. I'm excited.
One more.
Like I
It's a
said.
great boot you got. Huh? Okay, cool. So we got a double live stream going. So you got the world looking at you twice. So.
Go ahead and.
Right? That doesn't mean two.
Well, I'm not working with him. Because he was coming all the time, and put me down, and put me down, and put me down. And I'm like, you get the place for free, you get one look out the door, somebody you walk out of here. And I probably made 3 or 4 of the nurses pay it.
Do hard life?
And you'll go out to the old house and
You need anything? You know what?
take 50% of the store, they charge you
Comfortable? You good?
to use the place. I said,
All right. All right. That's my friend Andrew. He showed. Yeah, he's here to jam. All right, cool. So yeah, if you're just joining, my father's a songwriter. His name's Jim Von Stein, and he's been writing songs all his life. So we're going to be playing a selection of his songs tonight. Thank you for coming out and joining us. This next song is called "Hard Life."
Thank
we'll slow it down a little bit for this next one.
This next one's one of my dad's love songs, one of many he's written. It's called But I Love You. I know I'll never be the guy to touch your fancy world. The things I try to do right somehow turn out wrong. But I love you, and no one's going to love you quite the same. Take the love I've given you and love me back again. I've watched you in the morning and I've watched you late at night. So far away from me, you were like day and night. And I know that loving you will give me all I need. Don't leave me here alone, cut to bleed. But I love you, and no one's going to love you quite the same. Take the love I've given you and love me back again. I said you've been hanging on from dreams from long ago. Maybe a long lost love burning in your soul. And forever you'll carry torches burning in your soul. You must think how it was before you let it go. But I love you, and no one's going to love you quite the same. Take the love I've given you and love me back again. But I love you, and no one's going to love you quite the same. Take the love I've given you and love me back the same. This next one is called Southern Nights, and my dad actually he made an audio recording, a CD recording of this in '96 with some friends of his. So you check out. I made a Patreon for my father to make music videos for him. He has emphysema, so because of that he can't play music anymore. His music. So I'd like to raise emphysema awareness with his music if I can. So if you check out the Patreon, Jason Von Stein, Jim Von Stein. You can find the audio track of that from '96. But here's the live version with my friend Andrew and a train in the background. So hopefully we'll all dig it. Southern nights, good old boys drinking hard tonight, jukebox playing all night long, rock and roll rhythm to country songs, and I'm sure the beer will flow and angels sure they roam. Me and the boys can take our share back home. If I find I'm running shy, there won't be tears, 'cause I won't cry, 'cause I don't want nobody to hold me anymore. 20 on an 8-ball and 5 to cover. Beer on the house if you can't find a lover. There's no cost 'cause there ain't been no cover. Just spend your time on a nights to lover. And I'm sure the beer will flow and angels sure they roam. Me and the boys can take our share back home. If I find I'm running shy, there won't be tears, 'cause I won't cry, 'cause I don't want nobody to hold me anymore. Another round for the boys and me. Set 'em up and just let 'em be. They've been working hard digging land, and no one stops and tries to understand. But I'm sure the beer will flow and angels, sure they roam. Me and the boys can take our share back home. If I find I'm running shy, there won't be tears, 'cause I won't cry, 'cause I don't want nobody to hold me anymore. 'Cause I don't want nobody to hold me anymore. Alright, thank you very much. This is a country song. It sounds to me more like a Dire Straits kind of song, but I don't know. Maybe I got too big of an imagination. Speaking of too big of an imagination, so I started off. First artistic thing I ever did was drawing. As a kid, I started off drawing. So when you make a music video, I came to Atlanta to be an actor, and when you make a film or you make a music video, it helps to have like a storyboard, is what they make. And it's like a comic book version of whatever scene they're going to film. And I plan to make a music video of this next song we're going to play called Faraway Angel. And I got a website. It's called jasonvonstein.com. And I made a storyboard for the music video. So if you want to waste your time a little bit, check out jasonvonstein.com. There's all sorts of tabs of useless nonsense that you can check out. So, but hopefully you guys will like it. This is called Faraway Angel. I wanna hold you now. Yeah, there's a comic book version of that online if you want to check it out. The gist of it is it takes place in a Frankenstein lab, and they're trying to bring like a beautiful woman back to life, and nothing works. It becomes one of the Looney Tunes, like everything falls out of place.
So what finally wakes her up?
So the way I'm gonna have it is it's gonna be like an old-timey lab, right? So I gotta find a castle, gotta find a beautiful woman. I got a few things I gotta work out first.
Well, hello, you
But,
got 4 beautiful
Hey,
women.
hey, y'all want to be in a music video? Hey, we can do 4 different versions. It'd be
I know.
great.
Watch your
There we
words.
go. Hey, I'm down. I'm down. I like it. So, but it would be like a Frankenstein lab, and they're trying to manipulate electricity.
Uh-huh.
So it would be Frankenstein, and Frankenstein would have like Igor or Igor or whatever.
Yeah.
And every time they manipulate the electricity, it hits a different cadaver, which in turn would be a musician.
Oh.
So, and it would work out that like the chorus of the songs when the lead guitar player does stuff, or the saxophone player, like the lightning would work out with the video to where it would hit the musician to go in unison with their
That's
lead
cool.
parts,
Yeah.
So it's my plan is to make that happen. So we'll
Is
see.
she a sax player? Oh.
Yeah, it'd be cool. Actually, so
Yeah.
I'll get to it. There's another song I did. Well, we'll do it next one. Well, we'll do this one next. I've done 2 music videos for my father, and we'll do the first one now. It's called Brown Jug. I had some friends in Alabama. They've known for a long time. They wanted to make a music video for my dad, so they brought us down for a day, and they made one. So we'll do that one right now. It's called Brown Jug. If you like it, Brown Jug Von Stein on YouTube, and then we'll play the next one next, and I'll tell you about that. Brown jug in my hand, help me chase her memory again. I know I can count on loving you. Make a walk with me tonight, if not my eyes, at least my mind. 'Cause I can't love her without you. Brown jug, I lost my heart, never saw it come apart. I guess the brown jug always knew. It can make the silence clear, and drinking it won't bring you here. But it's as close as I can do. You tell me I'll be alright, this jug will hold me through the night. But when I wake up I love you. The brown jug's only living proof my love for you is a
That was very pretty.
Thank you very much.
Very pretty.
Kiss the microphone. I don't know why I did that. How much I like that. Alright, so that's one music video that I've had a lot of people help me out with, and it's great. So check that out. That's Von Stein Brown Jug. And then this next one is Von Stein Streets of Chicago. And so this one, this is the first music video that I did for my father. And the way I did it is I started a Kickstarter for him. And it was a 30-day Kickstarter, and what I did is I selected 30 of the songs. And I came up with music video ideas for each one. And I was hoping to get $1,000 in funding. I wanted a realistic amount of money, and I wanted to make sure all the videos could be made for that much money. And what I did is I uploaded a new idea with a song each day for 30 days. And the one that got the most likes, if I got the funding, I was going to make a music video of. And it worked out with a lot of love and a lot of caring and just a lot of love. Streets of Chicago, if you check it out on YouTube, it's a pretty cool music video. I gotta say, it's like, I'm biased, but it's an interesting music video. I added a lot of things that were happening that year. It's the devil and it's Jesus, and they're kind of like walking in the same city towards one another, and like positive things are happening in Jesus' background while negative things are happening in the devil's background, kind of but it's it's ambiguous. There's a lot of like things going on for it, so hopefully you guys dig it. But here's the live version. It's called Streets of Chicago, and hopefully you guys dig it. In the streets of Chicago, in the middle of a black alley night, I can hear people talking, I can hear their voices all day and night. Through the mist by the streetlights, saw a face I might recognize, second glances revealing there was something magic in those eyes. Every city's got the darkness in its eyes. Late at night you can hear the lonely people cry. And as I watch the darkness settle in, I know I'll see a new day once again. My last cigarette in the thought of tomorrow. Run the streets like a lonely soul. Gotta jump on tomorrow. All my friends, they are shadows. Little seams that split the night. Here alone in the shadows. All my dreams are an endless flight. Every city's got the darkness in its eyes. Late at night you can hear the lonely people cry. And as I watch the darkness settle in, I know I'll see a new day once again.
See this 13 years ago thing.
Oh yeah, 13 years of stupidity. One of my dad's favorites.
That's you?
What's that, me? Yeah, that sounds like me.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, that was a cool music video. We shot it all in a day.
It's like it takes place, in a city. There's all sorts of crazy stuff going on. But I knew that we would have a huge budget, so we needed to do a green screen. So we filmed it all in one day. And what we did is we just had people come in like every 10 minutes and just do their bit. And there's like 50 people in it. It's like ridiculous. There's a lot of people showed up to be in it. So it's really, it's made out of love. It really was. Just everybody showed up. We had like a big potluck. Had some food. It was just a big fun time. It was pretty cool. So this next song we'll play for you. It's called "A Little Bit of Me," and the story about this is my dad wrote this song about me. We had the Nintendo, and I was a 5-year-old, and I was trying to beat Mario Brothers. And my dad was trying to write a song, and I kept bothering him. And I was like, "Hey, Dad, you need to stop doing that. We got to save the world. You need to come help me out with that." And he was trying to tell me, like, "Just give me a minute. I want to finish this song because I got this thought in my head." And then finally, my dad said, "I got a boy, and he's 5 years old. And he don't listen to what he's told." And then he stopped, and he wrote another song because he said that. This is called "A Little Bit of Me." So this is, A Little Bit of Me.
Guys, I have enjoyed listening to you very, very much, but I have to go.
Okay, cool. You have a wonderful night. Thank you very much for coming out.
too.
Thank you for coming out.
Bye.
It's called "A Little Bit of Me."
Bye. Thanks, fellas. Cheers.
Got a boy and he's 5 years old. He didn't listen to what he's told. He's as stubborn as a jackass mule. Thinks it's hard for the kids to cool. I guess got a little bit of me. There's a chance that you won't take it. Passionate's on his favorite thing. Stomping dance in the backyard block. Drinking water from a busted pot. I guess got a little bit of me. Other day at the playground court, saw him out at a pair of shorts. Couldn't believe it with my own eyes. The boy had her hypnotized. I guess got a little bit of me. At the mall, he's an awesome sight. Turning heads from left to right. Got the class and a touch of style. Do okay for a real long while. I guess got a little bit of me. Thank you very much.
I really am.
No one for getting in trouble. Not really. Alright, next one I'll play for you is one of my dad's country music songs. This is a real slow one. It's called "Miss You in the Morning." Just when I'm over you, someone speaks your name. Just when I think I'm through all the heartache and the pain, but now I realize you're on me all They say the biggest guts come from the smallest lies. I shall miss you in the morning. How I miss your loving smile. If I had my way, you'd be right here, right now. But I hope you're happy now. I drink in all the bars that we used to go. But tell me, darling, the things I want to know. Did I drive you on your way? Did you love me once at all? Should I blame myself this time when the tears begin to fall? I shall miss you in the morning. How I miss your lovely smile. If I had my way, you'd be right here, right now. But I hope you're happy now. I shall miss you in the morning. How I miss your lovely smile. If I had my way, you'd be right here, right now. But I hope you're happy now. Yes, I hope you're happy now.
I think that's a, I don't know, it's my dad's like Patsy Cline song.
Well, Patsy Cline.
Man, that song, you got Leaving on Your Mind. If you got Leaving on Your Mind,
It's really hard not to cry. That's only like a 3-minute song, but if you really listen to the words of that, the nice thing about that is it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman with that
Yeah.
song. It just touches you, you know. So.
And she went through a lot too.
Yeah, she did.
Seen a documentary the other day about her.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out. I started watching that PBS Ken
Yes.
Burns thing.
Yep.
Yeah. I didn't check
Yep.
that out.
Yep.
Is that the one you watched?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Johnny Cash. And all
Yeah, I
that
just started
stuff.
checking it out. It looked pretty
Yeah, it was
interesting
good.
to see,
It was
you know,
really interesting.
where that came from.
He coordinated Halloween party for here. Tell her about it.
Yeah, we're gonna have a Halloween party. Sean Allen's gonna be here. He's got a big beard, great
Was
songwriter.
he here the time that
Yeah,
you were
yeah, I think
here?
you met him. Yeah, real nice guy, great songwriter, great musician. He's gonna be here, and a girl named Bree Fox, she's really good too. She's got a powerful voice. So it should be a good show, all in all.
Well,
There's a bunch of shows coming up.
well, I
Yeah.
will come in costume because every Halloween I have to dress the same as my granddaughter.
Oh, okay, cool.
And she picked to be witches this year.
Really? Cool.
And I'm far from a witch.
This next one we're gonna play for you is
Well,
called
Samantha,
Mr.
you
Misery.
can try them.
And it's got some interesting things to talk about, I guess. I got a friend, Bannister Murray. He's got a studio here in Atlanta, his home studio. And he's a really good sound guy. And that same guy, Sean, actually helped out. We did a studio track of this for my dad. And it's on like iTunes and Spotify and stuff like that. But beyond that, I actually spoke to a friend today who's an artist for Turner. He does stuff for Adult Swim, which is like their,
Oh, I like
their
Adult
late
Swim.
night cartoon
Yeah.
stuff. And he wants to work with me to do like a PSA for emphysema, to help raise emphysema awareness
Good for
through
you.
like COPD Foundation. So we're talking to each other right now about doing like a little animated clip of this. But another cool thing about this is I'm a Bengals fan, which is a terrible football team. Don't go and root for them. But because I'm a Bengals fan, there's an Orange and Black Insider Bengals podcast, which is a podcast that talks about all things Bengals. And the title of this is Mr. Misery. So as a joke, I sent this to them as, hey, you should make this your theme song because it's miserable being a Bengals fan. And they actually made it the theme song. So the joke's on me, I guess. So check that out. So and hopefully some cool stuff will be coming up with that other video that I'll be talking about at Halloween shows and whatnot. This is Mr. Misery.
Gotta roll on down the highway, gotta hurry on down the road. Gotta make the best of what you're doing, 'cause no one's gonna share the load. If you're thinking you might find tomorrow, let's look about one time. When you think you got it all worked out, there's some further down the line. Mr. Misery, don't rain your tears on me. Mr. Misery, would you let my poor heart be? It's been all uphill, and climbing's not my thing. Mr. Misery, listen to my name. Pushing hard to keep on keeping. You're in with the best of them. So you're thinking about the things you touch, yeah, reflecting on the things so. Gotta roll on down the highway, gotta hurry on down the road. Gotta make the best of what you're doing, 'cause no one's gonna share the load. Mr. Misery, don't rain your tears on me. Mr. Misery, would you let my poor baby spend all the hell and climbing's not my thing. Mr. Misery, listen to my name. Mr. Misery, don't rain your tears on me. Mr. Misery, would you let my poor baby spend all the bill and climbing's not my thing. Mr. Misery, listen to my name.
Whoa.
Right. Get some special effects on that one.
Yeah.
I don't know if it went
It was my cake will fall. I'll need that here in a minute. So, yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, that's Mr. Misery. So if you like the bagels or other things, then maybe you can check that out. This next one I'm gonna play for you is called. We're gonna play for you. It's called "Can't Live Without You," and this is the first song that my dad's ever played out, and I picked it because it's 2 chords, and I thought that would be easy, but it's deceptively a little harder than you think. So even "Achy Breaky Heart," I guess, is a little harder than people think. But yeah, this is called "Can't Live Without You." chords. It's amazing. Sometimes the simplest stuff is the prettiest stuff, you know? Alright, so grab that paper, huh? This is my dad's truck driving song. You guys dig it? It's called The Place Where I Belong. I've seen 1,000 roads, carried 1,000,000 loads. This truck's been real good to me. It took a lot of time to get you off my mind, 'cause every mile I set you free. The winch looks the same, no matter sun or rain. It always shows your face to me. But I just drive on by, don't have the time to cry. This deadline's closing in on me. This road to nowhere, the road I'm on, lost inside your memory like the lyrics in the song. The night's cold and lonely, I drive along, knowing I can leave behind the place where I belong. I've seen an endless sky, I've watched the ships pass by, down in the delta in the spring. I see you everywhere, north, south, you're always there. On any road, it's all the same. This road to nowhere, the road I'm on, lost inside your memory like the lyrics in the song. The night's cold and lonely, I drive along, knowing I can leave behind the place where I belong. This road to nowhere, the road I'm on, lost inside your memory like the lyrics in the song. The night's cold and lonely, I drive along, knowing I can leave behind the place where I belong. Alright, good job. You missed Jack Nicholson, that one with the glasses. Yeah.
The Shining.
Give that man an Oscar. I love that movie. That's actually the movie
Oh,
that
yeah.
to be an actor. That movie. Yeah.
Yeah, that was some movie.
It's a good one.
I like
Making
him in
a
that
sequel,
movie
I think.
where he didn't like the little dog.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
What's that movie with Jack Nicholson where he didn't like the dog?
As Good as It Gets.
As Good as It Gets, yeah.
Yeah, I think it won an Oscar for that one too.
That
Yeah.
was a good movie.
I
As
love
Good
that.
As It Gets, yes.
A lot of people won Oscars on that one. Yeah.
Oh,
Greg Kinnear, I think he was nominated.
Yeah,
Kinnear, right?
yes. Yep.
All right, it's another one of my father's love songs. It's called Holding On to Memories. There goes my baby, there goes my world, there goes the love I had when I still had that girl. She looks so pretty, she looks so fine, she looks the way she did when I once called her mine. Too young together, we didn't know. Two kids against the odds to finally let it go. Sometimes it's better. Look where we are. You found another love while I love you from afar. I can hear your voice so well, it haunts me in the dark of hell. In the night you always call to me. When it's cold and it's late at night, I hold on for a real bad flight. Holding on to memories, holding on to memories, holding on to memories left of you. very much. Yeah, it's one of my.
That was beautiful.
That's one of my mother's favorites of my dad's.
Very, very pretty.
Thank you very much. All right, this next one I'll play is another pretty one. It's called Girl. It's not about anybody in particular, but it's about y'all, I guess. It's
Yes.
called The Girl.
Looking in your tender eyes, I see no shades of gray. I want to tell you things I never thought I'd say. Fall in love more each day, girl, you take my heart away. With the magic in its way, sending me so far away. Girl, I can stop my heart from loving you this way. You take me on a trip, that's all that I can say. One look into your eyes, the stars all shine away. Please say, take my hand and love me every day. Every time I touch your hand, there's a love I understand. A spark born through love, shining like the stars above. When you speak, the angels sing. With my heart, I give this ring. Everything you mean to me is graced by heaven, what I see. Girl, I can stop my heart from loving you this way. You take me on a trip, that's all that I can say. One look into your eyes, the stars all shine away. Please say, take my hand and love me every day. Girl, I can stop my heart from loving you this way. You take me on a trip, that's all that I can say. One look into your eyes, the stars all shine away. Please say, take my hand and love me every way. Thank you very much. All right. All right, next one we're going to play for you is one of my uncle's favorite songs. It's called Ghost of Time. It's one of my favorite songs of my dad's too. It's about like a homeless guy in a boxcar. And I kind of have an idea of doing a music video where it is a guy in a boxcar looking out, kind of out in the distance. You know, like we've seen in a lot of movies. But I think it'd be cool if at the end, if it was sort of like a kiddie train, you know, you see like in a mall or something like that, to make it so it's not so, so deep. So it's my idea. So we'll see if we get that figured out when we do. But in the meantime, here's the live version of Ghost of Time. is gently falling. Silently I hear you calling. You're not there. The rhythm of the rail car beats just like your tender heart, and I just stare. Every time I'm passing, leaves me on shadows cast. You're always there. A ghost of time is calling. The dead of night is falling. Feels like I'm losing my whole world today. Feels like it's slipping away. I can hear the whistle, crying like a lonely child in the night. Every mile seems longer when your imagination's prone to flight. In the distance I hear thunder, and I stop and wonder where you are tonight. Silence makes me crazy. Nothing seems to save me, but I'll be alright. A ghost of time is calling. The dead of night is falling. Feels like I'm losing my whole world today. Feels like it's slipping away. A ghost of time is calling. The dead of night is falling. Feels like I'm losing my whole world today. Feels like it's slipping away. One of my favorite songs of his too. So I love that song. Okay, so this next one I'll play for you is my dad wrote this about his mother, my grandmother, and now I'm playing it for all mothers. It's called Mom, I Love You. Mama gave me all my dreams, showed me all the special things, gave me life and love and hope and joy. When it seemed my life went wrong, Mama danced and sang a song, anything to help me come along. And Mama, I love you for all the things you've done, for nights that you cried for me, for years of endless fun. I wish I could tell you how much you mean to me. You did more than giving, I gave the world to me. As I grew and grew away, things were changing every day. You were there every time I fell. Turned around and set me straight. Never want you to hesitate, picking up the pieces as they fell. And Mama, I love you for all the things you've done, for nights that you cried for me, for years of endless fun. I wish I could tell you how much you mean to me. You did more than giving, I gave the world to me. Mama, I can do for you all the things you've done for me. If I couldn't give you all you've done, guess a mother's love is true. Every time I think of you, I see all the things you've ever done. And Mama, I love you for all the things you've done, for nights that you cried for me, for years of endless fun. I wish I could tell you how much you mean to me. You did more than giving, I gave the world to me. You did more than giving, I gave the world to me.
That's very nice too.
Thank you very
Nice
much.
words.
Thank you very much. Yeah, he's a heck of a storyteller. He really,
Yeah, he must be so proud of you singing all his songs.
I'm proud of him for writing all these songs, so it's a
Yeah.
win-win.
Does he ever come to see you play?
So he can't, really, because he's on oxygen.
Aww.
He can't really leave the house a whole lot. He lives in Tennessee, Chattanooga. That's where I grew up. So that's why I do the live streams, so you can watch from home.
Oh, is
So.
he watching you there?
Yeah, well, he's watching on that one. So yeah, but I
Hey,
do a
Dad.
couple. So yeah, he
Your
always
mom over
watches
there, too?
my. What's that?
Is your mom there too?
Yeah, they both watch. They both
Come
watch from
on,
home.
my
So
dad.
yeah, so yeah, it's pretty cool to
Oh, yeah.
It's neat that he really gave me a great gift. I was always too nervous to go and play music. I always wanted to play music, but I was always too nervous to. People know when you can't sing well. But circumstances being the way they are, it's better to sing and fail a little than to not sing at all. That's the way I look at
Oh,
it.
you sing very
So,
well.
well, thank you. Luckily, you keep banging your head against the wall. Hopefully it gets better. But I've been really lucky. There's a lot of good places you can play out in Atlanta. So, and I've been really lucky to. I didn't really start playing music until my dad stopped playing. Stopped playing his music because of emphysema.
Right.
So yeah, I mean it's an incredible gift. Andrew, his son plays music. So I mean I think it's something that families. It's really cool to be able to.
Yes.
It's a great gift. And it's a great gift. I mean, you guys hopefully are liking the music, so it's a gift that keeps on giving to people and it brings us all together. So
Music is so uplifting.
yeah, it's besides being a wonderful father, he's given me thousands of stories to tell now. So it's pretty cool. It's really
He's
a good
giving
thing.
you your future.
Yeah, he really has. Yeah, he's given me everything. So it's an honor to play his songs.
Yeah.
This next one we're gonna play for you is a little more rocker. It's called "The Handle of the Gun." Hopefully you guys dig it.
know that when it's all been said and done, who's boots walking when the outlaws on the run? It's just your fantasy, so don't you cry, my son. Who's in the gravestone as silent as the night, lost in the darkness of what is wrong or right? Who shot the sheriff is never black or white. Sometimes a dead man never sees the light. It's a cold wind blowing round in silence is a sin. The more we try to make it stop, the more it starts again. Silence has no will to stop, it don't give a damn. Handle of the gun tonight is in the dead man's hand. Who's gonna cry if no one really cares? Who takes blame if no one's standing near? Can't make it disappear despite of common fear. Silence comes so when darkness seems to clear. Who wants a candle when the dead man's done? Lost in the darkness of the cold blood of the gun. The tears are quiet for another mama's son, brought down in anger that didn't help no one. It's a cold wind blowing round in silence is a sin. The more we try to make it stop, the more it starts again. Silence has no will to stop, it don't give a damn. Handle of the gun tonight is in the dead man's hand. It's a cold wind blowing round in silence is a sin. The more we try to make it stop, the more it starts again. Silence has no will to stop, it don't give a damn. Handle of the gun tonight is in the dead man's hand. Such an honor playing with Andrew. He's so good.
Yeah, true.
I met him. Overheard you talking to Katie Martin. I know Andrew because of Katie Martin. She used to run a open mic at a place called Darwin.
She's coming here next Friday.
She's amazing.
I was telling them they
Seriously
shouldn't
check her out.
Yeah.
She's unbelievable. She's really good.
She's won an award for looping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she travels around the country really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
teaching
she's in
people
like
how to loop.
California, Texas.
Well, looping in New York was when my daughter looped from her kindergarten teacher to her first grade teacher. So what's looping here?
That's when you know how a lot of artists sing to tracks, or they'll have background music that are tracks.
Yes.
She basically create her own tracks.
Oh.
So when you hear her singing and it's background music, she produced
She
that
created
music.
all of that?
And it was 2 songs she sang when she was here before, where there was background vocals. They're her vocals.
Oh, get out
So
of
she
here.
created.
Oh, wow.
So she goes around the country teaching people how to do that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's really cool. There was actually we played it earlier. That song "Faraway Angel." she played it with me, and it's cool the way she does her looper thing. It sounded like an angel. It was like, oh, and it gets like bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's like,
And she's about big as a minute, and she's just so earthy and
yeah.
yeah.
She just got it.
She
She's got
reminds
a
me of
presence
Bonnie
to her.
Raitt. She reminds me of Bonnie
It's
Raitt.
basically a one-man
Yeah,
band.
I can see
Yeah,
that.
yeah, right, exactly. One man band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One woman band.
Yeah.
Was she here that night when you were over here?
No, she wasn't, because she's gonna be here next Friday,
She's
right?
been here one time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
She
Yeah.
travels around the country. She's really good. She travels
Yeah,
around the
because she's
country
on
a
tour
lot.
right now. She's traveling.
Yeah, she's traveling right now. Yeah,
Right.
she's like always in Alabama and always, like every week she's traveling.
Wow.
She's making her, she does it. She's a musician. She's really good. She's great. And she's a wonderful person
she's
too.
pretty young too.
Yeah, I don't ask that question.
I think she's about look like she's like in her late 20s.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Well, that's really good that you don't ask that
Yeah,
question.
there's certain questions I learned. My dad actually is funny. So my dad, there's a guy he used to know, Joe, and my dad, he never really played out. He only played out 3 times. So he would go and he'd practice at friends' houses and stuff like that. And one time he went to his friend Joe's house, and he had been there in like 9 months, and he saw his wife, and his wife had put on a little weight. So my dad was like, "Congratulations!" And then it turns out that wasn't. And that's the last time he was invited over there. He wasn't allowed. And I just hit myself in the face with a mic. So
We've
the
all
universe
been there.
obviously still has given gifts back on that one.
That was your dad getting him for doing this.
Well,
Yeah, that was the end of that. We used to go there like all the time. I couldn't believe it. And then it was just it was literally, I was like, wow, we gotta find new friends now. All right, cool.
women do that too. We look at women and go, oh, how many ones is she?
Yeah. This next one I'll play for you. My father wrote this song about his father when my grandfather passed away. It's called "These Old Boots." And there's actually one line in here, he never took a sucker's bet, which is kind of the middle of the song. And this is all like references to, kind of my dad, my grandpa. And that's because of Joe Namath, because Super Bowl III.
Oh, yeah.
My grandfather hated Joe Namath and his long hair. And then they gave him a ridiculous spread in that Super Bowl. And my grandfather won like a bunch of money off of Joe Namath, and he loved Joe Namath after that. So it's funny how things can change. But yeah, that's what that line is referencing, is Super Bowl III. And this song is called "These Old Boots." These old boots, they were my daddy's. This old hat would shield the rain. His old watch just keeps on ticking, and I got my daddy's name. I can almost hear him talking. I can sometimes see his face. My daddy's home in heaven's grace. This old chair was like his castle. Daddy didn't waste his dreams. He used to say the simple things are the only things that mean. What you put in what you're doing is exactly what you'll get. He never took a sucker's bet. With these boots he walks along down every rocky road. The souls are once thin to take that shifting load. These boots have seen a lot, much more than I might know. Daddy, how I miss you so. This old pocket knife is rusty, but it meant so much to him. I remember when he climbed the tree to put my initials in. There's the apple tree planted, hope he sees it from the sky. Looking at these old boots makes me cry. With these boots he walks along down every rocky road. His souls are once them to take that shifting load. These boots have seen a lot, much more than I might know. Daddy, how I miss you so. Thank you very much. It's called These Little Boots. Another cool thing about this song is those lines, he never took a sucker's bet, and my daddy's home in heaven's grace. There's a couple times the lyrics in the song, the chords are D-A-D, dad. It's just like, kind of like, it's crazy. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's pretty interesting that, it worked out that way.
Yeah, that's cool.
He didn't even realize that when he was writing it. He didn't intend to do that. It just, it worked
Wow.
out that way.
That's pretty neat.
Some little gifts,
Yeah.
So this next one is an interesting story as well, as they all do. So all these stickers here, you can see them.
Uh-huh.
What this is. So my dad worked at the shipyard in Newport News, and on his printouts, it's hard to read, but his initials are James. He's James Edward Von Stein. So in all of his printouts for work, it would print out J-E-V-O-O, James Edward Von Stein O-O. And the reason why I say the O-O is they go by, it'd be 01 if somebody else had those initials, and 02, and 03, and so on and so forth. My father was the only person at the shipyard of 12,000 people that had the initials J-E-V, and he was the only one. So Jabu sounded like a voodoo guy to me. So I drew that picture for him when I was a kid, when I was a 10-year-old. And we use that as a logo now for, shirts we don't have yet, but at some point. But my father, because I drew that for him, he looked at that drawing and he wrote a song called Voodoo Man because I drew that picture. So it just keeps giving back. So this is Voodoo Man. Hopefully you guys dig it. Stood there looking across the bay. Looked to be a mysterious way. The clouds were low and the sky was dark. Swear I saw it all come apart. Heard the crash and I saw the fire. The sky lit up when it fueled the fire. In the dark the sky seemed red, 'cause the fuels kept the fires fed. Is it true that the voodoo man is the reason that the world turns upside down every season? Is it something that the voodoo man believes in? Voodoo has its magic, there's no reason. Heard the screams echo in the night. The voodoo's silent when it takes the flight. Never stop when the voodoo's right. It takes the heart from a lonely night. On the water you can see the heat rising up like it does in the street. On a night when the sky tasted sweet, the voodoo man brought the world to its knees. Is it true that the voodoo man is the reason that the world turns upside down every season? That the world turns, the voodoo man is the reason. Voodoo has its magic, there's no reason. all over my paperwork,
Yeah.
right? All right, this next one I'm gonna play for you is one of my father's and my favorite songs. This is a slow country song of my father's. It's called Honky Tonk Highway. Hopefully you guys dig it. It's a honky-tonk night. The neon is calling. I'll be crying all night when I start falling. I'll be searching for you while the jukebox is playing. Another memory of you that I'll be replaying. Waitress, bring me a drink. I don't really care what, as long as I think the hurt doesn't hurt much. There's been nothing but rain. I've not seen the sun much. So please ease my pain with a smile and a soft touch. Honky-tonk highway, I'm riding you home. I've got a lot of miles that I'll be alone. The neon is flashing, the memories of you, and I'll drink them up like I always do. Another full game or two, and then I'll start fighting. As white as the dew, my memories light. We play every night where the neon is bright. Now I'm lonely tonight, and nothing feels right. Honky-tonk highway, I'm riding you home. I've got a lot of miles that I'll be alone. The memory is flashing, the memories of you, and I'll drink them up like I always do. Honky-tonk highway, I'm riding you home. I've got a lot of miles that I'll be alone. The neon is flashing, the memories of you, and I'll drink them up like I always do. Yes, I'll drink them up like I always do. Honky Tonk Highway. Alright, cool. We did Streets. So the next one we're going to play for you is called Rita, It's My Fault. This is my dad's prison song.
Prison
He's
song?
got a song for everything. So.
Well, like Johnny Cash did a prison song and he was in the prison.
I know, right? Take a message to Rita. Tell her I've gone
steps that wouldn't do an honest man. Rita, it's my fault, but I did it all for you. Wanna give you better things that I could hope to do. Hope you can forgive me, I hope you'll understand. Just best to forgive me and find a better man. All these nights in my lonely cell, traded all for a trip to hell. I had heaven and I let it slip away from me. Tried too hard to give you all I could. Did it wrong for a cause so good. Didn't realize what a hard thing love can be. Rita, it's my fault, but I did it all for you. Wanna give you better things that I could hope to do. Hope you can forgive me, I hope you'll understand. Just to forgive me and find a better man. Rita, it's my fault, but I did it all for you. Wanna give you better things that I could hope to do. Hope you can forgive me, I hope you'll understand. Just to forgive me and find a better man. Read it's my fault. Thank you very much. All right, this next song I'm gonna play for you, we'll play for you. It's called "There's a Train." There's a train at the station come to carry me back home. I lived a long life and I done a lot of wrong. Mama says in heaven that angels sing their song, and Jesus blesses everyone while angels sing along. Dad took the train one day in 1968. He told Mama, look for me, I'll be standing at the gates. 5 years later, Mama died, that woman was a saint. Now Daddy has his angel bag as they both walk through the gate. There's a train going to heaven, all the good right on. Takes you from the pain you felt and brings your soul back home. When that train leaves tomorrow, I know I'll ride along. And Mom and Dad will walk with me while angels sing along. Train brings the weary home, the ones deserving now. And when you take that final ride, the beginning starts now. Ride for all redemption, a train ride in the clouds, where heaven opens up its door and trumpets blow out loud. There's a train going to heaven, all the good right on. Takes you from the pain you felt and brings your soul walk with me while angels sing along. Yes, mom and dad will walk with me while angels sing along. Choo choo. Alright, we're gonna do this one's called She Cried Douglas, and this has got an interesting story. So my dad did heating and air conditioning for 17 years. I did it with him for a couple years. And when you do heating and air conditioning, you gotta crawl underneath the houses.
Yeah.
So you can like put up the flex and the trunk line and all that kind of stuff. When you crawl underneath houses, you find some weird stuff sometimes. We've seen some weird things. And one day my dad was crawling underneath the house. He saw a picture, and it was a picture of a old, a couple from the 1944. He flipped it over and it said 1944, and it said Douglas. And he saw it underneath the house, so he came up to the people that lived in the house, and he gave them the picture, and he said, "Hey, I found a picture of your family, underneath the house." And the people that lived in the house said they'd never seen that picture before. They don't know those people. They don't know anything about it. And they told my dad that he could just keep the photo. So my dad's lunch break, he decided he was going to write a song about that photo. So this is called "She Cried Douglas," and it's kind of a tearjerker. So I'll warn you.
We need to get toilet paper.
Hopefully not. That's on my list of things to get personally. Thank you for reminding me. Black and white photo from 1944. Two young lovers face a strange war. They held each other, their backs against the door. 'Cause nothing is certain when you fight somebody's war. Their eyes on the future, that future followed out. The tears fell forever when they shipped a soldier out. She said, "I will love you as long as stars shine out." We know not our future, but
Thank you very much.
I would have thought the people would have wanted that picture.
You would think.
Yeah.
I was kind of
This is
surprised.
part of the house.
History.
A little bit,
You know?
I was a
Yeah.
little surprised myself.
Yeah.
You really thought they would, when it looks
But we
back.
still got the photo.
Yeah, exactly.
So whenever I make an album, and I have a collage of things on the back of the album of cool things that inspired
yeah?
Dad to write, like the Globe, and we still got that photo. It's pretty cool,
And he was some writer, but very creative and.
It's pretty crazy. He can write a song in 20 minutes. It's just like
Wow.
he doesn't. He's the most humble guy I've ever met. He wouldn't be arrogant about it at all. He just, he says he's a vessel and it's a gift, and you just got to write it down when you got
It is
it.
a gift.
But it's true, because I write songs too, and if you don't write it down right then
Right.
you'll lose that thought, you'll lose that,
Right.
it
Yeah.
may be, something, but sometimes the best songs just come to you pretty easy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, we're not that creative. Obviously, we're sitting here listening to you.
Everybody's got a creative bone in their body. You must be creative if you appreciate music. So
Yes, I love music.
you gotta be
And I'm
creative to
creative
appreciate
in
creative
my own
things.
ways.
Yeah. Play a couple more for you here. This one we're gonna play for you is called "Blood Spilled on a Foreign Land," and then we'll get one more for you after that.
Go.
It's called "Blood Spilled on a Foreign Land." There's a life in a foreign land where camps roll on as far as they can. The search for water is a way of life, and no one's here to come like gun or knife. Genocide as the angels cry. No one's to answer because they all ran to hide. No thought for hunger, no homeland in sight. A million people with that look in their eyes. The Sudan has a devil's face. People are down by the demon's disgrace, and we sit back with our damn I don't know. How much longer can we let it go? If you can see what this is leading to, don't look away like I know you do. You gotta help, you gotta make a stand, 'cause there's blood spilled on foreign land. 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 So many have died and the drums beat so low. The world looks away, but the angels all know. The children face the torment and strife. There is no mercy on the dark side of life. We gotta do something, we can't look away. Time keeps clicking from the clock each day, and we do nothing, it's easy that way. Will we ignore the demons that pray? The Sudan has a devil's face. People are down by the demon's disgrace, and we sit back with our damn I don't know. How much longer can we let it go? If you can see what this is leading to, don't look away like I know you do. You gotta help, you gotta make a stand, 'cause there's blood spilled on foreign land. 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 built in a foreign land. All right. All right, so this last one I'll play for you, we'll play for you. My father, like I said, he worked at the shipyard. And what he did on the shipyard is he did the blueprints for the ships. And it turns out that if you look at the blueprints of a ship, it's very different than blueprints of the ship in real life. And the reason being is when people go on aircraft carriers, they're on aircraft carriers for like 9 months of the year, for a long, long time. So the guys actually re-weld things around inside. If you go inside an aircraft carrier, it's really tight. Everything's really, really tight and short. So the blueprints never match because all the guys rearrange everything around to make more sense, because the people that make the ship don't live on the ship. So living on it, you change things around, obviously. So my dad would go out every year, and he would go to San Francisco, and he would actually have to walk through the aircraft carriers, and he'd write down blueprints to make sure everything was, the way it should be.
So your dad was military then?
Yeah, he was the Air Force. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You
So,
didn't say
yeah.
that before. Okay.
And but he worked at the shipyard. For like 12 years. He did CAD. He did like the aircraft carriers and stuff like that. So he was out there, and he was in a hotel, and I think he was missing me and my mom. So that's why he wrote this song. So it's called "Always Missing You," and I feel it's probably a good way to end it because I'll be missing all of y'all. So
Aww.
this is called "Always Missing You." I'm gonna miss you while I'm gone. Absence makes the heart grow fonder when you're all alone. God, how much I miss you, it's hard to say. Mere words cannot express the things I wanna say. Always missing you, I've got you on my mind. Always missing you, it happens all the time. Girl, you're everything, you stood the test of time. Always missing you, it happens all the time. Thank you very much. Thank you, Andrew Molina, for coming out, jamming. And yeah, thank you all very much for supporting Coffee Vineyard, supporting great music. Thank you, CD, for everything you do. You're a wonderful woman. You're a wonderful person.
She is.
Very like my life's better for having you in it. Thank you. So appreciate that.
She's a good person.
Love you, Dad.
Oh, I have two favorite songs.
Yeah?
I mean, I like a lot of them. I like that one and that other one
Oh, well,
that I
thank you
said
very much.
earlier. Those are my two favorites.
My
If you
favorite
check
one
out,
is like it.
Yeah, people like it a lot. Yeah. No one's throwing
I'll
tomatoes
have
yet.
to play that one.
Love you, Mom. Love you, Dad. Love you, everybody.